Hello, I'm Emily at Midnight, and I'm doing something a little bit different on my channel today, taking a break from my regular bookish content to talk about this lovely centerpiece. It's probably roughly about 100-year-old antique Underwood typewriter. So today I'm going to take you along as I clean up this typewriter. This typewriter has actually been a fixture in my life for a long time. It belonged to my grandma, and so it was always a fixture in Grandma and Grandpa's house. Every time we went there, it was there, and I would play with it with my cousins, and it was just this fun little piece of my childhood. And when my grandparents passed away, I was able to inherit it, and I'm super grateful for that, having this piece of my childhood and this piece of my grandparents with me. Well, this typewriter has always been a fixture of Grandma and Grandpa's house for me. I was talking with my dad recently, and I learned that it was actually my great-grandmother's before it was ever my grandmother's, which means it's probably well over 100 years old. It's really fun to have this piece of history and this piece of family history here in my house. Through the years, it's collected a lot of dust, and so I'm going to be wiping it down, cleaning it out as much as I can. I approached cleaning this typewriter with a mixture of regular baby wipes and Clorox wipes. I don't know enough about this typewriter. I was worried about the paint on places like the title, Underwood, Type to Frosted, and the keypads. And I was worried that Clorox might be a little harsh, and so in areas that I was worried about the harshness of the Clorox wipes, I used regular baby wipes, and everywhere else I used Clorox wipes. Ultimately, I feel that the Clorox wipes did a better job. I can tell that the areas that I cleaned with a Clorox wipe did look more clean in the end, but I can still see some of the dirt shining through, and so I feel that there is something more that I need to do to get this typewriter looking clean and new. While I was cleaning this typewriter, I was looking around hoping to find the serial number, and I did find where I think it should be on the back of it, but it looks like the numbers wore off. I wasn't able to make out anything off of the back of the typewriter. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to figure out what make or model of Underwood typewriter it is. If you happen to be familiar with Underwood typewriters and could give me a pointer, maybe recognize what typewriter I have here, or in another way help me identify the model, that would be great. Also, if you know anything about cleaning or restoring or repairing Underwood typewriters or other vintage items, please let me know in the comments below. I would love any help that you might have to offer. Since I couldn't find the serial number of this typewriter, I chose at this time not to take apart the typewriter at all, so I only cleaned what I was able to get to without taking anything apart. I was worried that if I took apart the typewriter and messed something up or forgot how to put things back together, then I would have no recourse for putting it back together, and so I'm waiting until I know more about the typewriter to really start taking it apart and cleaning it more deeply. From what my dad has told me about this typewriter, it is actually in really good condition. I'm very lucky in that way. Hopefully there won't be much restoration that it needs. One thing that I have noticed about this typewriter since I was a kid, the keys do often catch in the down position. I'm not sure exactly how to go about fixing that, but I did notice that after I cleaned each key, they did seem to stick less. So it's possible that that initial cleaning already solved that problem. We'll have to see, time will tell on that. Aside from the keys sticking, hopefully there is not much more restoration that needs to be done with it. I know the ribbon needs to be replaced, which is basically a typewriter's version of an ink cartridge. And likewise, some of the tops of the keys have been replaced in the past. You'll see that some of them are not uniform, and the newer keys actually have had the letter rub off of the top of them. And so I do have a goal to purchase replacement keys, hopefully to replace them back to what the original key looked like, so that all the letters show up and the keys are uniform. Ultimately, I won't know exactly what repairs this typewriter needs until I can replace the ribbon and test out the typewriter to see how it works and where the issues may lie. Do let me know if you are interested in more typewriter restoration videos. I am really excited to get this typewriter in working condition, and so if that's something you're interested in, then I will continue to film my progress. So just let me know if you're interested in seeing more of this series on my channel. I've been Emily at Midnight. Please feel free to subscribe and like this video and follow along for more.